Good morning, Laker fans. Thank you very much for tuning in a little Lakers Talk Daily action. I'm not going to ask how your morning's going because I think we all feel the same way about Lakers basketball right now. Want to spend a little bit of time talking about an hour ago or so. There was a story that came out from Shams Charania. I'll read it in just a second. Basically, Lakers have lost 9 of 12 games. They lose last night to the Miami Heat 110-96, and that's without Jimmy Butler in the lineup for the Miami Heat. Lakers not looking good. LeBron doesn't talk after the game yesterday. Anthony Davis had some quotes that I thought were some head scratchers. So just want to spend a little bit of time, kind of the aftermath of yesterday's loss, and then this story from the Athletic. So appreciate you guys being a part of the show. Please subscribe to the channel here on ESPN LA. Please like and comment, and then we'll have all our live shows today. I got Lakers Talk coming up tonight as well at 7 o'clock. Okay, let's get started. Lakers lose. Just another awful game from the Lakers, literally just as bad as it gets. I want to read some of the quotes here from Anthony Davis because I do think what he said was accurate, and then it also, to me, leads to a lot of concern because I can't understand how a team gets outworked. Here's what he said. Here's what Anthony Davis said yesterday. He said, it's a little bit of everything right now. We're not executing. That team played harder than us tonight. That part I want to continue to highlight. Executed better than us tonight. More physical than us tonight. We got outworked tonight. So it's a bit of everything right now. If we keep on this trend, it's not going to be good for us. So it's kind of obvious that we have to figure it out sooner than later. The article, Shams Charania, the tweet that he had out there with Jovan Buha as well, he said there's currently a growing disconnect between Darvin Ham and the Lakers locker room stemming from disjointness around rotation and adjustments, per Shams, per Jovan Buha of The Athletic. Okay, I understand what's happening right now, and I think there's a lot of Laker fans. It's fair to say that I'll use last night's game as one example, but there's more examples. The coaching yesterday, Darvin Ham versus Eric Spoelstra was two separate games going on. So they were not in the same game. Eric Spoelstra is having his guys, the constant ball movement, the players constantly cutting, the getting in a zone on the defensive side, and the Lakers never really being able to adjust. The way it felt like every player on the Miami Heat, when one guy moves, it was just a beautiful rotation and rhythm on both the offensive side and the defensive side. Lakers, they're all over the place. It had 10 turnovers in the first quarter. Ended up with 22 turnovers in the game. 4 of 30 from the three-point line. Body language awful. Again, down by the time the first quarter ends, you're down 6, 10, 12 points. It's just Lakers basketball, at least up to this point this year. And yesterday they were down 7, only had 7 points, or only had 18 points in that first quarter. If those are looking at Darvin Ham, specifically at Darvin Ham, I'm going to read a little bit of this article, which I think is interesting. There's currently a deepening disconnect between Darvin Ham and the Lakers locker room. 6 sources with direct knowledge of the situation, raising questions about the head coach's standing. Those sources have described that the disjointness between the coach and the team has stemmed from the extreme rotation and starting lineup adjustments recently from Ham, leading to a fluctuating rhythm for several players across the roster. Okay, let me kind of talk about what I think the article is mentioning here. Obviously, D'Angelo Russell was kind of a shocker for everybody, was pulled out of the starting lineup, and that kind of turned some heads. The Lakers have had lineups. Rui's been in the starting lineup. Vando's been in the starting lineup. Cam Reddish has been in the starting lineup. Austin Reeves was just put back into the starting lineup. I think there's a little bit of, well, the Lakers have not had their full display of players. I'm not making any excuses for the Lakers. Trust me. I'll spend a little time on why you can't make excuses for the Lakers. But they've had a lot of players in and out of the lineup. A lot of role players, a lot of guys that you thought were going to be in the starting lineup or not in the starting lineup because of injuries. And then you could tell there's been, I don't know if panic is a little bit strong of a word, but there definitely has been oh, crap, what do we do now? And if there are people that are upset with their playing time or they're upset about their rotations, okay, I could see that because it's all over the place. But what do you want Darvin Ham to do when literally guys are coming in and out? He doesn't know who's going to be playing from game to game. Cam Reddish came back yesterday. D'Angelo Russell and Rui Hachimura were not available. Go to the game before that. Cam Reddish isn't playing. I mean, it's kind of all over the place. However, this is where I will stand when it comes to Darvin Ham. There is zero consistency on this team, and the last thing you want to do is have your players start feeling a certain way. Have your players start looking at your coach and saying, I don't know if I like what he's doing, or I don't know if I trust him. I don't know if I believe in what his philosophy is for this specific game. The problem I have for the Lakers is that even with all the injuries that they had, the reason why I can't make any excuses for them, how can I make an excuse for the Lakers when Anthony Davis's quote is, the team played harder than us tonight? How can I make any excuses for the Lakers when the quote is, they executed better than us tonight? So you got one playing harder, which is on your players and your coaching staff not getting you prepared. The other one's executing better, which is on your coaching staff and your players. They played more physical than us tonight. The things that you can control, the things that the Lakers should be able to control, they're not able to control. That's a big problem. That doesn't sound like, last night did not seem like one of those games where, Miami just pulled away at the end, and you got to give them credit. They hit their shots, and a couple possessions just didn't go our way. No, from the tip-off, the Miami Heat set a tone without Jimmy Butler. We're gonna hit you in the chin, and what are you gonna do about it? And the Lakers were like, to be honest with you, I don't think we're actually gonna do all that much about it. It's a bad loss for the Lakers. And these reports around the Lakers, like I said, Shams Charania put this out a little bit earlier, currently growing disconnect between Darvin Ham and the Lakers locker room, stemming from the disjointness around rotation and adjustments. These are not good signs. 3-9 since the in-season tournament. I don't want to hear anything about that in-season tournament. Nothing. I heard excuses once the in-season tournament. Lakers were on such a high. It takes a second to adjust. Adjust to what? It was regular season games. You got, for a 7-game tournament, they needed an adjustment. Then I hear the excuses, guys in and out of the lineup, this, all that. Okay, what about when you played Dallas when they didn't have Kyrie and they were missing 4 role players? How about the Chicago Bulls when you played them when Zach LaVine wasn't there? How about the New York Knicks when you had everybody, you still lost? I mean, go down the list of how many more excuses are we going to make for the Lakers? I don't believe there are that many excuses. I believe teams are outsmarting the Lakers, out-hustling the Lakers, more prepared against the Lakers, are coming out with more fight against the Lakers. Those are not injury-based. That's we play nonchalant basketball to the regular season. It's January, and we want an in-season tournament, so we'll wake up when we want. Well, sometimes you try to turn that light on and off. There are a lot of times that you can't turn it on because that switch is not that easy to flip on, and that's the position that the Lakers are in right now. So a lot going on in Lakerland right now. Unfortunately for the Lakers, a lot of negative stuff around the team, and not only from the loss, but like I mentioned, the report that there's some disconnect between Darvin Ham and the Lakers on some of these rotations and adjustments. So Laker fans, feel free to put your comments down here. What is the issue? Do you think it's Darvin Ham? Do you think it's as simple as that? Do you think it's more to do with the players? How about the stars? LeBron wasn't good yesterday. And I know LeBron's been excellent all season long for the most part, but he certainly struggled yesterday. Let me know what you guys think. What do the Lakers do from here? I appreciate you guys spending some time here on ESPN LA. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day.